Let's be completely honest with each other. The modern watch industry has successfully brainwashed millions of men into believing that if you aren't wearing a $10,000 luxury timepiece, your wrist is empty. We scroll through social media, staring at Rolex Submariners, Omega Speedmasters, and Audemars Piguet Royal Oaks, thinking that high horology is a club reserved exclusively for the wealthy. But here is the brutal truth that luxury marketing departments do not want you to know: buying a watch simply because of a prestigious logo is the biggest mistake a beginner can make. Even worse, turning to the dark market and buying a fake luxury replica is the fastest way to destroy your personal style and look cheap. True watch geeks, the real enthusiasts who understand mechanical movements, historical significance, and design language, will never judge you by the size of your budget. They will judge you by your taste. They will judge you by your knowledge. You can walk into a room full of luxury collectors wearing a $200 watch, and if that watch has a rich engineering heritage, you will command instant respect. Tonight, we are tearing down the luxury illusions. I am going to give you the ultimate $500 watch Bible, breaking down exactly how to buy timepieces that look incredibly rich, feel incredibly premium, and command genuine respect from anyone who knows horology, all without ruining your financial life. Before we talk about what you should buy, we must address the deadliest trap waiting for every single beginner: the overhyped fashion watch. You know exactly which brands I am talking about. They spend millions of dollars on aggressive Instagram and TikTok marketing campaigns, using minimalistic aesthetics, beautiful models, and luxury lifestyle imagery to catch your eye. They tell you that they are disrupting the industry by cutting out the middleman. But when you strip away the clever marketing, what are you actually paying $200 or $300 for? You are paying for a piece of cheap, generic Chinese hardware. These fashion brands use low-grade mineral crystal that scratches if you even look at it wrong. Inside, they house a generic, $5 mass-produced quartz movement wrapped in a cheap alloy case that will lose its plating within 12 months. They have zero historical heritage, zero mechanical soul, and absolutely no resale or sentimental value. They are disposable fashion accessories disguised as timepieces. If your budget is limited to a few $100s, wasting it on a fashion brand is financial tragedy. For the exact same amount of money, sometimes even less, you could be wearing a masterpiece from a historic manufacturer that has been perfecting the art of timekeeping for over a century. Let's shift our focus away from the hype and look at the real engineering giants. When it comes to high-value horology, our journey must begin in Japan, specifically with a company that single-handedly terrified the Swiss watch industry in the 1970s, Seiko. If you look closely at the wrists of legendary watch collectors who own millions of dollars worth of rare timepieces, you will almost always find a Seiko in their personal collection. Why? Because true enthusiasts deeply respect horology, and Seiko is a true horological powerhouse. Let's dissect the legendary Seiko 5 sports line. For around $200 to $300, Seiko delivers a genuine, in-house automatic mechanical movement, the caliber 4R36. Think about the engineering marvel of that for a second. You are wearing a complex machine on your wrist powered entirely by the kinetic energy of your body, featuring manual winding, hacking seconds, and an exhibition case back that lets you watch the mechanical balance wheel beat at 21,600 vibrations per hour. It's an unbroken chain of Japanese manufacturing excellence. But Seiko isn't your only option in Japan. Enter Orient, a brand often described as the best-kept secret for watch enthusiasts. Unlike many entry-level brands, Orient designs and manufactures every single one of their mechanical movements completely in-house in Japan. Look at the Orient Kamasu or the Orient Bambino. The Kamasu gives you a professional, 200-meter ISO-certified dive watch equipped with a genuine sapphire crystal, something almost unheard of at this price point. The Bambino, on the other hand, is the quintessential elegant dress watch, featuring a gorgeous domed crystal and a sophisticated sunburst dial that effortlessly slips under any dress shirt cuff. These Japanese giants prove that high-end build quality and mechanical integrity do not require a luxury price tag. Now, what if your heart is absolutely set on European luxury? What if you want that prestigious Swiss-made stamp sitting proudly at the 6 o'clock position on your dial? Most people assume that Swiss heritage requires a multi-$1,000 investment. But the Swatch Group has democratized Swiss horology through brands like Tissot and Hamilton. Let's look at the absolute phenomenon of the watch world, the Tissot Perks. When Tissot revived this integrated bracelet sports watch design from the late 1970s, they created an instant icon. The quartz version is remarkably sharp, but the real star of the show is the Tissot Perks Powermatic 80. Yes, it sits right at the edge of our $500 budget. But what you get in return is monumental. It houses the Powermatic 80 movement, featuring an astonishing 80-hour power reserve. That means you can take your watch off on Friday evening, leave it on your dresser all weekend, and when you pick it up on Monday morning, it is still ticking flawlessly. The waffle dial design draws immediate comparisons to high-end luxury sports watches worth tens of thousands of dollars. And the way the integrated brushed steel bracelet catches and refracts the ambient light across a room is absolutely mesmerizing. Alternatively, if your style leans more toward rugged, military-inspired aesthetics, you look to Hamilton and their iconic cocky field mechanical. This watch is pure history on the wrist. It is the direct descendant of the timepieces worn by American soldiers during World War II. It features a beautifully matte-blasted field case, an ultra-legible dial, and a manual winding Swiss mechanical movement that requires you to physically wind the crown every morning. It connects you directly to the mechanical roots of timekeeping. It doesn't scream for attention with flashy polished links, it speaks with a quiet, rugged confidence that screams sophistication. We cannot talk about an ultimate collection without addressing absolute utility and durability. Sometimes, looking rich isn't about wearing polished steel or a delicate dress watch. It's about wearing a design icon that has achieved absolute cult status among elites. And for that, we look back to the ultimate tool watch king, Casio. Consider the Casio Duro, affectionately known by collectors worldwide as the Marlin. This simple, $100 range diver was famously worn by billionaires and world leaders. Why? Because its utility is absolute. It features a rock-solid quartz movement, a classic dive bezel with a highly satisfying click, and 200 meters of water resistance. It is a watch that can take a literal beating, survive a dive in the ocean, and still look perfectly clean when paired with a casual suit or a weekend outfit. Then, there is the modern legend, the Casio G-Shock GA 100. Universally nicknamed the CasiOak due to its striking octagonal bezel shape that subtly pays homage to high-end luxury watch architecture. It combines legendary, indestructible G-Shock toughness with a sleek, ultra-thin minimalistic design. It's a watch worn by streetwear icons, military personnel, and elite watch collectors alike. When you wear a CasiOak or a Duro, you aren't trying to look wealthy, you are projecting an image of absolute practicality and structural awareness. You are showing that you understand that great design can exist at any price point. As you begin your journey into horology, remember that building a collection is a marathon, not a sprint. Do not rush out today and buy 3 different cheap watches just to fill up a watch box. Start with one great timepiece that truly resonates with your lifestyle. If you spend most of your time in a corporate or professional environment, make your first investment a refined piece like the Orient Bambino or the Tissot Perks. If you live an active, outdoor life, start with a Seiko 5 Sports or a Hamilton Cocky Field. The secret to making a budget watch look like a luxury masterpiece often comes down to the smallest details, such as changing the strap. A $200 watch paired with a high-quality, handcrafted Italian leather strap or a premium aftermarket stainless steel bracelet will instantly look like a $2,000 heirloom. Learning the specifications, understanding the difference between mineral crystal and sapphire crystal, knowing the power reserves of automatic movements, and recognizing historical design eras is what truly transforms you from a casual consumer into a knowledgeable collector. I have meticulously curated a complete database of the absolute best budget automatic watches, complete with their exact dimensions, crystal specifications, and where to safely acquire them. I have published all of these lists on our website. Head over to the pinned comment right now, click the link to visit xgenpix.com, and explore our ultimate gear guides. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, drop a like if this guide was valuable to you, and leave a comment below. What is the single most important watch in your collection right now? Thank you for watching NextGen Labs, and I will see you in the next breakdown.